Nathan's activities for a while. They tried to bring him in a few times, but nothing stuck. So, CID sent me in undercover. We knew he'd want a friend on the force, that he'd let me into his circle. It worked. I was just getting close to him. Then Bethany got in the way.
Why you? Why didn't they use one of the detectives?
They thought he'd trust a uniform more. Don't forget, he needed to know I was a copper. He just had to think I was a bent one.
Well, if that's true, surely you'd have a load more evidence. Enough for the CPS to prosecute.
Unfortunately, Bethany's the only girl I saw involved. And she's proved to be an unreliable witness. Believe me, I've tried to get the...
You slept with her, Nathan groomed her, and you had sex with her in his flat. You gonna tell me that was part of your brief as well?
It's a very serious allegation, Craig.
I know.
And I assure you, utterly untrue. Do you really think, as an undercover police officer, I would act in such a manner? Jeopardising not only the operation, but my job.
Bethany told me what happened.
I know you're Bethany's friend, and you trust her. When she tells you something happened, you believe her. I would too. But what you got to remember is that Bethany was confused. She was so far under Nathan's influence, she didn't know what was going on.
She's not a liar.
I know this is hard to hear, but the first time I encountered her at that party, she was a mess. She was drunk. I'm pretty sure she was high. So, as not to blow my cover, I took her into the bedroom where I put her to bed. End of story. Yeah, she probably remembers waking up and me being on the bed. Fully clothed, I might add. And I don't blame her for being confused. See, this is what Nathan does to his girls. He wears them down till they can't tell fact from fiction.
So why so many visits to her after it all came out?
I've been genuinely worried about her. And her mum asked me to. This is why I didn't record any of the visits in the logbook, because it was an undercover job.
So if I speak to CID, they'll corroborate all this?
Talk to them, by all means. But I warn you, they don't take kindly to their operations being questioned by regular uniform, let alone a special. I doubt they tell you anything. They want to maintain the lie to protect the ongoing investigation. Either way, they make sure your career's over. And I'd hate to see that, because, like I said before, I think you got the makings of a good officer. Craig, mate. Like you, I joined the force to protect vulnerable people. Girls like Bethany, like my daughters. I would never, ever abuse that trust. Mate, you gotta believe me.